Alright, welcome to Freedom's Twilight. I'm going to just try to go over as much stuff as possible in the next half an hour on just how to play the game, what you can do, how to craft stuff, how to build, how to trade, and how to survive and what to look out for. The first thing is navigation. WASD is the main way to navigate right now. Then your mouse is how you look around. This would be in adventure mode. In interaction mode, you get access to your cursor, which lets you open the craft menu, lets you interact with stuff more directly, maybe more accurately. You can still interact in adventure mode by left-clicking, and it interacts from that center circle, that center focus point. So we'll go ahead and harvest all this tall grass here. I'm going to skip the lore stuff, because this is more just a playthrough kind of tutorial, how to do things. I'm going to equip these pieces of clothing, grab the torch, harvest a bunch more of this, grab the branch, grab the log and stone. I'm going to take some of the logs out of, or some of the stone out of these granite structures. I don't want the seed yet. A lot of Freedom's Twilight is choosing what is important in the moment. There's a lot of items, a lot of things you can interact with, a lot of things you can do, but you may get bogged down by caring about things that you don't need to care about at that time. I'll go ahead and tame this frog. Grabbing a little bit more of the yarrow and the plant fibers here, or the tall grass, which gives you plant fibers. I wonder if one of these was actually yarrow. Not sure. Grab both. Oh, they were both strange seeds. We'll just go ahead and eat them. So you can see a skull appeared at the top. When you have negative status effects, they will appear as red skulls at the top of your screen. Hovering over them will give you a little bit more information about them and kind of how to take care of it. As you can see, we are very dirty. Wash up in a river, tavern, or with a water skin. Really any water source should work. So you can see it's pretty cloudy up on the screen, harder to see. You can right click on the water skin and go to wash self. It becomes much, much clearer. We'll go ahead and eat the trail rations too right away. If you ever want to know more about what something does, you can right click on it and hit examine. It has action drink on the water skin, plus 10 thirst, plus 5 mana, plus 3 stamina. And if you wash, it removes your filth. For the yarrow, if you examine it, it's just says it's used to stop bleeding. That's extremely important when dealing with these bramble bushes. If you walk through enough of them, you will start bleeding. Grab a few more things here before we get over encumbered. And we'll make our way down this little mountain pass. You can sprint by holding the shift key down, and you can jump by hitting the space bar. There is fall damage, but you have to fall from a pretty far distance, and you could sprain your leg or break your bones or something, depending on how far that distance is. For a basic weapon, you can use the branch. It's a little bit better than hitting things with your fists. So we'll go ahead and right click on the branch and equip. Combat works by either running up to it and pressing E, or you can strike and try to back up to dodge. We happen to stun him there, but strike to dodge, strike and then dodge, and strike. There are many useful plants in the game. Broadleaf plantain gives you access to quite a few of them. We only got broadleaf plantain when harvesting this one. We'll go ahead and eat it, but examine it too. Gives you 1 hunger, thirst. It reduces your drunk effects, reduces your stoned effects, and reduces your tripping effects. So if you do not like what is happening after you ate something or drank something you shouldn't have, you can eat a bunch of broadleaf plantain until those effects are gone, or turn the broadleaf plantain into something more potent to remove those effects faster. This is going to be one of your favorite items, the clover flower. It pops out randomly from the broadleaf patch, and you'll have to pick it up separately. You can examine it to see it restores 1 health. Very few plants actually restore health right away. Normally you have to make a potion or do something much more. It'll also restore 1 hunger, 5 mana, 5 stamina, and remove hamlet sickness. If you go to the hamlet and you find out you're not seeing things right, you probably have the hamlet sickness. Some plants can remove it, such as the clover flower. We'll go ahead and eat that. Whoop, hit examine again. Alright, over here at the river, we can wash up at the river. We'll do that quickly. We'll drink from this river because it says fresh mountain stream. The descriptions are very useful because they will tell you if something is bad or not, for the most part. To fill your water skin, you can right click on it if you're near a water source, or if you're near a water source and you're not sure where you can fill it up, you can left click on it and fill spots will pop up. Just walk over and left click on the fill spot and you'll be able to fill it. Similar to this item here, a river pan. You can right click to pan the river, or you can left click and it'll show you different spots where you can pan the river. Well, I actually picked something up, a piece of clay. We'll go ahead and drop that, and then we'll pan the river, and you get this little full river pan that you can search, and you can get various items or gold out of it. I'm not going to do any more panning though. Well, sometimes if you try to sprint and jump and you hit it in a certain way, you have a chance to sprain your ankle or take some damage, so be careful when sprinting until you have better agility. I mean, sprint on straight paths all you want, you probably aren't going to trip. It's very low chance. Alright, let's get out into the open, somewhere we can start building a nice little base. I think over here is a good spot. We got some rock, we got some water, we got some plant fiber, we got some trees. We'll go ahead and, oops, I didn't want to examine the stuff there. I want to get rid of these swamp breeds so we can use this area. We're going to kind of build off of this tree too a little bit. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. We're going to need the plant fiber anyway. I think I'll go till we have like 40 plant fiber. Alright. Oh, and there's another. Ooh, we may not be able to carry that. Oh yeah, we still can. Alright, cool. I'm going to drop the ferns because I don't really need them at this moment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and craft a stone knife. We have all the ingredients, so that was pretty easy. With the stone knife, if we examine it, you can see that it's a melee weapon, it has a blade, and you can equip or place near to gain the cut ability. It has 2 attack damage, a range of 0.8, and its attack speed is 0.8, which means it's a little bit on the faster side. It does not give any armor. We can equip it right away. I'm going to combine this stack real quick. So now that it's equipped, we have what's called near blade. It means we're near the blade. This can also be achieved by placing the knife on the ground. So if we go and we set the knife, we can just spin that down. This is how most building works. You can rotate things, you can switch their height, pretty much anything you want. As long as we're close enough to this knife, anytime we want to use it, we can jump in and we are still near the blade. If we are too far away, it'll be highlighted in red, or if we don't have one of these ingredients, it'll be highlighted in red. But since we have all of them, we're going to go ahead and craft that hatchet. And we're going to craft a hammer right away. With the hammer, oh, our inventory's full, which is alright. We're going to actually set the hammer on the ground right away next to this, because now we have near hammer for crafting structures, as well as near blade for crafting more fine cut wood items like the sewing needle or the smoking pipe or a wooden bowl, stuff like that. Okay, we actually have 3 logs already, so I'm going to just build a platform right away since I'm near the hammer and have 3 logs. I'm gonna go ahead and set this probably like right there. That's probably fine. Alright, we got our platform. If for whatever reason you don't like where you set something, you can pick up anything that you have set. And to reset it, we can, like if we want it closer maybe to this rock, even though I'm going to mine that rock in a little bit, we're going to set this on the ground there. Now, as you can see, our rest is at 5. We have rest, hunger, and thirst. Right now our rest is definitely not doing so well. So let's see what we can do about that. We can craft this straw bed. It tells you what the action of sleep does. This is per hour. Yep. Minus 10 hunger per hour, minus 10 thirst per hour, but plus 10 rest per hour, and it speeds up time by a factor of 8. If you choose the option sleep till next day, these are the effects that you will experience on that. So let's go ahead and craft that. And we'll go and set that on our little platform. I'm going to use the Y key to lower it down just a little bit so it doesn't float at all. It doesn't really float, but it kind of looks like it sometimes. That looks nice and flat. Oh yeah, those are the ferns I dropped. I actually don't want the ferns, so I'm going to go ahead and drop them way over here. You can use ferns for various things, but I don't want to right now. Alright, so we got the bedroll. Now let's craft a place where we can store some of our extra items, like this gold that I don't really want to be carrying around. Maybe store this broadleaf plantain, and anything else that I may get, like the torch or something. So let's see here. We can craft a thatch basket, which has a storage size of 4. We just need to find some dogwood. Let's see, dogwood. Pretty sure there's dogwood around here somewhere. Oh, ran over some thorns. Ooh, we got a dogwood seed too. We're lucky. Can plant some dogwood right next to our base or our little house. We'll see whatever we craft, whatever it turns out to be. Oh, there's some more dogwood. All right. Can head back over there. Hear some spooky sounds. I also saw a rat. I think it saw me too though and ran off. Alright. Let's plant the dogwood first. We'll plant it right next to the redwood tree over here. And now we can craft a couple of thatch baskets so we can store some of our items. Oh, we actually can only craft 1. We have 7. There's our thatch basket. We can open it up. Let's throw the extra dogwood in there. We'll throw our torch in there. We'll throw the gold in there and the broadleaf plantain. I can get a better idea of what I'm carrying here. Alright. So let's go stand by our knife and our hammer so we can craft some stuff. I think I want a pick, because the next thing I want to build is a campfire. We need 6 stone, which I actually probably don't need a pick to necessarily get there. Plenty of stones around. We need 3 branches and 3 logs. We have the plant fiber and the branches. We also need to be near a fire, so the torch we put in the thatch basket is going to be useful. Let's see. We need logs. We can actually chop down this tree right here. The E key is attack. Same with like attacking an enemy. You can attack a tree, or you can attack stone to get or to mine it. All right, we got 2 logs. Let's chop down this tree too. Again, it's E to attack. And then it just auto attacks. You only have to hit it once. If you want to dodge a monster attack, you can definitely back up and then hit E again when you get near. Try to time that correctly. All right, I'm moving a little slower because I'm over encumbered, but we did get the logs we wanted. I still need the stone, so I'll go ahead and set these logs on here. Many of the items can be set like this, where you just place them until you need them, or you can use them as decoration. They can be spun, they can be raised, do whatever you want with them. It's completely free craft. Let's grab a bunch of stone off of these stones here. Alright, got a bunch of stone. Now we just need the logs. We'll grab 3 of them. We're actually going to grab all 6 of them again, so I can place the campfire right here. But we need to be near fire, right? We need that torch. Gotta slowly climb up here because we're encumbered. Equip the torch right from there. Alright, let's craft that campfire. We'll go ahead and place it. I'm going to use the Y key to lower it down just a little bit. And place it there. Alright, cool. What you'll notice when you craft certain areas, such as like the campfire or other crafting stations, I'm going to actually unequip my torch real quick, but what you'll notice is when you open up your crafting menu, either with the C button or by left clicking in the corner down there, you will see new crafting menus pop up, as well as your normal set of 16 crafting menus. With the campfire, you get wilderness cooking, wildcraft drinks, grill. For grill, you do need to be near a grill. You get stew, you need to be near a stew pot. Fry, you need to be near a frying pan. And bake, you need to be near an oven, essentially. Alright, so now we got a fireplace, we got a bed. Oh, our rest is actually almost down. So let's go and sleep a bit. When you click sleep, it'll speed up time based on the multiplier that it lists in the examine menu, and it'll drain your hunger at that pace per hour, your thirst at that pace per hour, and your rest will increase at whatever it says in that menu. I hear a frog around here. It could be that that frog I tamed finally caught up to us. Alright, we are above 10 on that. We still got some sun left out there. Oh, there's a rabbit. Ran off. Alright, there's still some sun left, so let's craft something a little more challenging. Let's find another workstation. Let's craft a forge. We need 4 logs, 6 clay, and 20 stone. So for this one, I'm going to mine some stone so we can get some of those items. Equip the pick, and you can also left click to attack, but it's usually easier to hit E when you're near something. Alright, we got an amethyst. We're not going to let this rock roll away. Grab these other items, and we got a crystal. The crystal is useful for making trails to kind of lead yourself back. It gives off a little bit of light, so it's easy to follow and see from a distance. I'll just put it here for now, though. I also noticed that I'm near my max stack for, or my max encumbrance, so I'm going to set these logs on the ground over here. And we'll make it look a little bit like a log pile. I'll use the Y key plus the U key to kind of raise that up. And then hit F to place. Alright, I'm also going to set these ores that I don't need on the ground. I'll actually, we'll put it down here. We'll kind of hide them underneath here a bit. Got some tin ore and some pyrite. We'll also put our, we'll actually just drop that for now. And then let's go back to mining. Looks like we got some more of that glowing stone, crystal. Slowly getting all the 20 rocks we need. Then we'll need to find some clay as well. Good thing we're near this murky pond. There should be plenty of clay nearby. Looks like we got a ruby too. After this one, I think I'll see how many stone we have. See if we have to keep mining or if we should start looking for the clay. Because I hopefully can get the forge built before the night comes. The night isn't too bad. It starts getting dangerous around 10 p.m. or when the clock says 20. And it'll continue to get more and more dangerous until about probably 3 or 4 a.m., I would say. You're going to have to be cautious of your health, your comfort. You'll see cold sort of come around your screen. You don't want to freeze to death out here. Salt. I'm going to just drop the salt cube. All right. So we got the 10 stone. We're going to go ahead and drop that. We'll drop the other 10 stone because that's heavy. Let's go find some clay. Here we go. There's clay. Clay. 3, 4. There's some more clay. 5. Need one more clay. There's one. 6. I think we need one more log, but otherwise, other than that one log, I think we're good then. Oh, there's a rat was sitting on it. Alright, we got the logs. We have to set some stuff down though. We'll set this ore here. We have 5 crystals. That's a lot. We'll just set them around here for now. Alright, we'll grab 10 of the stone we need. We'll set the hatchet over by the other tools. There is a use axe option, so it does serve a purpose. There we go. Set that down over there. Grab the other stone. I think I'll build my forge kind of like over here. If I remember where it is. Okay, I need to be closer to the fire, or I could equip the torch. But we'll just get close to this fire, craft it, and then step back a ways. And we'll spin that around. Use the Y button to lower it just a bit. There we go. There we go. Now we got a nice forge that lets us turn ore into bars. You need 6 ore, not always the same ore, to make a bar. There's a feather. You somehow found another crystal. We'll throw that over there. Let's see, do I have any more space in here? Let me throw my amethyst in there. We'll take the coin out. I'm gonna go run over to the merchant before it's too late, at least. Oh, there's a rabbit. Alright, so with 7 coins, we can buy an apple. You get 1 apple here under sale quantity for 4 gold, so we'll go and buy that. And we only have 3 gold. Let's see if we can get 1 more apple by selling something. I'm 2 yarrow short. Let's go grab some yarrow. It's 1 yarrow, 2 yarrow. I'm gonna grab 1 for myself too, in case I end up bleeding somehow. Alright, we're going to sell the yarrow. He needs 6 yarrow, and we get 6 coins. So we'll sell that. And now we can buy an apple. And we can actually buy another apple, so we'll go ahead and buy another apple. Eat those apples. And we'll head back over to our little house over here. Our screen's starting to get a little dirty too, so in this murky pond over here, we're gonna go wash up. Takes a few tries in the pond versus the water skin, but we are clean now. Now let's sleep till next day. In order to sleep till the next day, we need to make sure we have at least 25 hunger and 30 thirst. And we have both those, so let's go. Alright, so now it is day 2. You can see the nice sunrise. Next thing we want to do is we want to make some clothing. So to make clothing, and we probably want to make a bag too. So we need to make a bag, we need linen cloth, which means we need hemp fiber. We need to be near sew, which is a sewing needle in this case. And we'll need basically the same to make the linen legs. So first we need the sewing needle. We need a branch and we need to be near blade. We're still near that knife, near enough to the knife. Actually, it might be the pick that we have equipped. Either way, we're close enough to a blade to make the sewing needle. Let's go ahead and equip that. Oh, I gotta take that off first because this is a multi-stack item. I'm gonna drop the rest of these because I don't really need them. Now we have the sewing needle. We need to find ourselves some hemp. So the search for hemp begins. Let's see here. I think there's some behind the tavern. Again, you can sprint and jump. Sprint by pressing shift and jump with the spacebar. We're going to grab that hemp seed so we can plant some hemp near our base. I'm going to grab the bud that dropped in case we want to smoke that later. Getting all kinds of hemp over here. Grab the bud. Oops, if I could click it. This is where the interaction comes in. It's a little easier with that cursor. Oh, branch fell out of a tree. We'll grab this mushroom too, why not? I'm not too sure if there's more hemp over here, but I do want more hemp. Oh, here's some hemp. Okay, cool. Some nettle. Not looking for nettle though. Here's some hemp. Got another hemp seed. Always good. So we can start growing that hemp by our base. There are more than 200 plants in this game, all of which you can find seeds for and then plant anywhere you want. Some of them do drastically change the animals and the atmosphere around your area. So you can experiment with what you like. Oh, here's some hemp, just ran into it. Gotta be careful when running through bushes. You never know when there's gonna be some bramble on the other side of it. Alright, we got a good amount of hemp, but we also need plant fiber to make the linen cloth, so let's just grab tons of this tall grass, get a bunch of plant fiber. Just glanced at the time, I'm at 25 minutes. I'm going to try to get as much done in 30 minutes as I can, because I don't want the video to be too much longer than that. I can always do a part 2 as well, where I go into more complex things, like maybe making potions, or if going through the dungeon, knowing what traps are and how to avoid them, or stuff like that, finding magic, maybe how to deal with monsters like werewolves and wendigos and whatever else is thrown at you. Swamp reeds are creeping up on my house. I bet that's a seed for swamp reeds. Oh, yeah. I guess we could plant some more swamp reeds. We'll just plant them over here. And then the hemp I'm going to actually put over here. Where's the hemp seed? There it is. Okay. So hemp there. I'm going to build a wall of hemp so I can't see that merchant anymore. Alright, so we got a ton of the hemp fiber. We got a ton of the plant fiber. We have our needle equipped, which means we now have near sew. So let's make 2 of these. I think that's what we need for the size 4 sack. So let's craft that first and equip that. Now we got a nice sack where we can store some of our stuff in. Throw my coin in there too. Keep my medical stuff over here. So let's make a shirt. 2, 3, 4. And we'll craft the shirt and then right click and equip. So now we at least have a shirt. We don't have pants yet, but it's the start of it. This one only had 4 left. We'll just drop that. It'll waste away somewhere. Ooh, we might be able to get pants too. Oh yeah, we got pants. Alright. So we got the pants. We got the shirt. I'm going to skip the shoes. We're going to go wash off though, because our screen's getting dirty. Actually, I'll wash off with the water skin. Does it faster with clean water. What we could do is we can kind of, if I examine it, carve out a little path here towards the shop owner. Not that it's hard to find, but you never know what comes out of this grass. We got a little bit more access, a little bit more room. Easy to find in the dark if something terrible happens. Got all these branches. What we can do with the branches is we could actually build a somewhat of a wall. Like if we wanted to build a wall right here, we'll wall in our swamp sedge. Oops, didn't want to split it, just want to set. And of course these can be rotated in pretty much any direction. And there's actual walls you can craft as well. Let's see if there's a couple more branches around. Here's one. I think I need 7. I'll grab the log, why not? Some mushrooms. There's one. Somewhere over here. Yep, there we go. I don't need the mushroom right now. Alright. Let's see here. So if you wanted to craft an actual wall, there's traps and defense. Craft a stick wall. These aren't very strong, but might protect you a little bit. You can always reinforce it with other things like branches, or reinforce it with a log. I don't know. All right, actually, I'm going to take that log. There'll be one more thing I do here in the next minute. We're going to take the log. We got some bud. We're going to go stand by our knife. We're going to whittle ourselves. We're going to whittle ourselves a smoking pipe. And then we're going to use the mist crafting menu to fill that smoking pipe with bud. After we equip the torch to get the near fire, we'll smoke some. As you can see, we are experiencing some nice highness or something. The more you smoke, the more clearer it gets. And if you really want a hard time, or maybe a fun time, or a confusing time, you can eat the red mushroom as well. It drastically changes how the world works, how it looks, what you experience, what you see. A lot of hidden things out here in Freedom's Twilight. And this is only the very basics. Hopefully this helps you learn the game, or makes you excited about it, or makes you want to support the project. If you have any questions, you can definitely feel free to reach out to me on Twitter, or join our Discord and reach out to me through there, or comment on this video. Have a great rest of your day.